Body on body, baby know she fine. She get naughty, no stopping like hit it up. Shake that shit on me.
Alright guys, back outside, episode whatever's on your screen. You're here with Big Havii and Ricky Ricardo.
Fun fact about Havii, loves resin.
No. Nope. I'm not claiming it. I don't love it. It just it loves me. Right? If you guys like the song in the intro, it's been the same song these last probably 5 episodes. If you guys are fucking with it, links in the description. We'll have a new song for you next pod. How's it been, man? I saw you on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What you been up to?
A lot of shit. So much shit. I've been everywhere. I've been here, been there. I've been doing all types of stuff.
Yeah?
No. Okay. I didn't do much this week. I finished my fucking cousin's fucking concrete job. And then for the rest of the week, I said, fuck this shit. I ain't working. Y'all are working. And I'm going to just do my fucking computer work at home.
Big CEO things.
And it's been great.
That's awesome.
Been sleeping better. Been actually working out and eating.
You know, I heard that sleep actually helps you form memories.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. I've been doing a little reading on sleep deprivation.
Tell me more.
I've been doing some reading on sleep deprivation and how it affects your brain. And all the studies are bad, you know, surprisingly. Apparently,
there's not a single good one?
Not really, no.
Fuck.
I think that you know, I'm kind of like an anomaly there though, and when I die, they might study my brain because I feel like I'm performing a lot better with less sleep. And I think that we've covered this before, but this is the first time that I've actually done some reading on it. And so
and all the ratings said were negative things.
Well, the less you sleep, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, your body deteriorates and your mind begins to deteriorate and stuff. But
you just age faster.
Apparently, you know, you don't remember things. Alzheimer's sets in. Literally, if you don't sleep, apparently that's like a precursor to Alzheimer's and it's dementia and shit. And I didn't know that.
I mean, what?
Yeah, but honestly, I don't feel like that's the truth.
What's your truth?
Well, I think that for some people, the less sleep that you get, the better you perform in certain areas. You're going to have to sacrifice some things because your body is overperforming and it's having to do more. But in certain areas, you're going to get better. And then in other areas, you're going to get worse. But at the same time, I feel like that's anything.
So are you, by that standard, are you saying that if you get adequate amount of sleep, you'll perform worse?
I feel like you'll perform worse in some areas and you'll perform better.
What are
in
those
other
areas?
I'm not sure. I'd have to get more sleep first. I don't really know. I haven't done the control test on that yet personally, but I know that
I'm not sure.
I know that if you with me if you sleep, if I sleep more, I just wake up feeling not as I want to sleep more.
Well, yeah, because your body's like, oh shit! If it's finally please, we need more of that. So immediately
that's not a good thing though, man. Because then, how much sleep am I gonna have to get in order to feel like I'm not tired anymore? And I just can't. I can't get that much sleep.
Probably 3 nights.
That's a lot though, bro.
It ain't, and it wouldn't affect you in any way at all.
I feel like it would. Honestly,
what
would
it take away?
Not as productive, bro. It's like anything though. If you get better at one thing, if you get better at one area and you focus in on that one area for a long period of time, that area is going to improve, and then something else is going to fall off. To a degree, it may not be drastic, it may not be a large factor, but something's going to fall off. It has to. It's like the law of averages. You feel me?
Kind of.
So that's just what I've been reading. I've been doing a little bit of research on that because I'm like, damn, I've gotten some adequate sleep, some good amounts of sleep, but then I'll wake up and I'm just like, I need more rest. And I'm like, nah. So I'm just going to power through it and keep doing what I've been doing. I tried it for a solid week.
You fight your own biology consistently.
I think that's what That's why I'm gonna be great though.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think that's one of the factors that's gonna make me great. It's just like he doesn't do what everybody else does. I'm like, nah. You know, I do
Thank
more.
God you never like made a professional sport.
I'd be
Interviewing
ass.
you.
I'd be so
If you had like $100 million,
I'd be so ass, bro.
if you had $100 million, you'd have the biggest gold chain, and you would be just saying the most outlandish shit.
I'd be famous as fuck, brother. Like, but like performance wise in a sport, I would be like, my body probably could not handle a physical, like a contact sport. Like I'm glad the majority of the shit that I do is like mental. It's like mentally stimulating. If it was like physically stimulating, I'd be ass. I got one workout a day. And in any professional sport that you do, it's never one workout a day.
No.
So like my body would be fucked up. I'd probably have like
That's
a
just crazy.
2-year career, and then just like blow out like a hamstring or something and just be done.
Yeah.
Just be fucked up. But like the more you know though, I can go out and perform and play ball right now perfectly fine. But that's because, you know, I'm not doing it consistently. You feel me? And not sleeping. I'd have to sleep if I was playing like a professional sport. I'd have to. My body would have to like try and recover and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But because the stuff that I'm doing is mental, like it's mentally stimulating, I don't.
That's the thing that gets the most out of sleep.
Yeah, like maybe, but you know, for some people. Like we was literally sitting here talking, bro. I can't remember my Sunday. I don't remember Monday very well. I remember Tuesday because I recorded. And then I remember Wednesday because it was yesterday. But like still, Wednesday's kind of like, But you're right there with me. You don't remember your yearbook pictures. So like we're in the same boat.
I'm starting to. I don't remember my senior ones. I remember my other ones.
That's weird. Your senior ones are the most recent. Like, how do you not remember your senior ones, but you remember everything else? That's weird.
Because I remember getting like the fancy ones done, but then I don't remember like
That's
going into
that's
like
your
the
senior
boot.
ones, brother.
Oh yeah, I remember that vividly. My mom was losing her damn mind, and I couldn't give less of a fuck. I look phenomenal in those. I look crazy.
Did you have like a senior quote?
Yeah.
What was it?
If you're not first, you're last.
That's
Ricky
so
Bobby.
Fucking cliche. Such a cliche ass quote. If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah. Everyone called me Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Mm-hmm. Ever since that movie came out, no one did
I've
not.
never heard any. I've known you for going on 8 years. I've never heard anybody.
It died
call you
off.
Ricky Bobby.
It died off.
Good. I don't know if you want to be Ricky Bobby, brother.
No, I'm not anymore. I was, sadly.
Ricky Tennyson.
I didn't have a problem with it. I identify a lot with Ricky Bobby.
I'm trying to remember who Ricky Bobby is. Really.
Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I remember fucking Will Ferrell. I know that was Ricky Bobby, but like, what was he doing?
He was racing NASCAR. And then the Frenchman came along, knocked him out. He was way better at racing. He lost everything the second he started losing. His wife, his friend.
Damn.
Had to go back and live with his mom.
Didn't his wife and his friend get together?
Immediately.
Yeah. Okay, I remember.
Like he came home and he's like, "Hey," he's like, "We're gonna have joint custody. Like it's gonna be sick." And he's like, "No, it's not." He's like, "We're still gonna be tight." He's
that.
like, "You can come over whenever." And he's like, "Fuck you."
That's terrible, bro.
I
You
love
gotta
that
watch
movie.
these niggas. Niggas be doing that shit, bro.
Yeah, the one's just lurking.
Yeah, bro. I literally had a 2-hour conversation with this female that just be calling me like she gang, she cool. Had a 2-hour conversation about like her last like escapade that she was on, and this nigga like literally like 2 weeks into them like talking and shit, he pulls up to her crib with roses and it's like, "You wanna be my girlfriend?" And like within those 2 weeks, he's like told her about his whole like life story and like his past like 4 relationships. His last relationship, the girl wanted kids, he ain't want kids. 2 before that, the 2 females like cheated on him with his best friends. That's what the story sparked. And then like the one before that, old girl offed herself because like they broke up. And I was just like, hey, yo, that's a lot to be dealing with at fucking 1
How did you knock that out in
p.m.
2 weeks?
Bro, I don't
How
know.
do you even do that in therapy in 2 weeks?
Bro, this nigga was just
You
chatty.
were just singing.
He was chatty. And then like
Please listen to what I've gone through.
she busted down for him, and like dead ass, this nigga got like super attached, and like they went out the one time like after he asked her that, and she was like, sure, yeah, I guess. And then like they fucking went out, and this nigga was just being like OC, like overly like, what's on your phone? You got a lot on your Snapchat. What you got going on? Oh, you can't be going out there with your friends like drinking and stuff. I don't want you blacking out. Like the same day that they made this shit official. Because like 2 weeks in is not enough time, I don't think, for you to determine whether or not you want somebody to be your person for real. That's just OC.
what? That's nuts.
Nuts. And that's what I'm saying. I was telling her, I was like, yo, you need to like watch your six, because like this nigga might be pulling up to your crib type shit. You know where you live?
That's insane.
She
That's
broke
not
it off
real.
with him. She broke it off with him, and this nigga like was sending her paragraphs and shit, bro.
Oh my god.
And I was like, damn, what is going on with nowadays dudes?
No, that's forever.
That's OC,
That's
bro.
always dumbass dudes.
I was like talking to her about it. I was like, damn, we need to like start a Patreon about simps and get these niggas right, because they be
We've all been there in our own right, but like to have it here as a mature adult.
He's 25, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where it's like, okay, come on. I'll excuse that shit all day for like a young dude and just like hate on him a little bit. But it's like, yeah, you gotta go through that to be like, that doesn't work
Not
ever
at all, bro.
to anyone, and
Sending
then like
paragraphs.
to anybody, like let alone like just a friend, a fucking in business to get into a relationship. What are you doing?
That's
Like,
a lot, bro.
chill out. You need to fucking learn how to fucking talk to people,
Just
because that's
communicate.
crazy.
Just
Well, we've all been
communicate,
there,
bro.
but at 25, how have you not
Shouldn't
learned that?
be there at 25, bro. You should have gone through your whole weirdo phase. And honestly, like, I don't think I've ever been in like a fucking space where I was sending females just like long paragraphs of like, hey, I need, oh, don't do this. I've never been there, like, bro, like, cause dead ass, I'll like, if I feel that type of way, I'll feel that type of way. I'm not about to tell you that though.
Oh yeah.
On brick, like, because what she's gonna do, and anybody would do exactly what she did. She's gonna go tell everybody about
Yeah.
that shit, bro. That shit's OC as fuck.
You have no like loyalty with this person at
No,
all
2
built
weeks?
in 2 weeks.
2 fucking weeks.
That's like a vacation thing.
2 weeks.
That's like if you like had like a month-long vacation
2 weeks.
and you're hitting some baddie.
He hit her once, and she was like, it was mid as fuck. I was like,
Yeah.
oh
Oh.
gosh. She
Oh,
gonna turn
damn,
right around and
son.
tell her friends. She said,
Oof.
niggas mid as fuck. He posted her after like 3 days, bro. They went on like a bike ride, and this nigga
Oh,
posted up on his
man.
Instagram.
What are y'all doing?
That's what I'm asking. I hope none of our viewers, I hope none of y'all are falling into this category. And if you are, fix yourself. You should not be watching the BOP pod doing this shit. We do not condone any
Yeah.
of it. We do not condone any of it, bro. If you feel a type of way and she's not reciprocating them feelings, keep that shit to yourself. Call your mom.
Yeah,
If your mom's dead, call your dad.
and there's also nothing you can do like performatively to like affect her emotional state about you.
Or anybody's.
Yeah, anyone's. Other than make them feel uncomfortable, bro.
It makes it worse,
Like,
bro. Like when you start like scratching and clawing, being like, I need you, it makes you look so bad.
It's like
So
why?
bad. It's not worth it.
Oh.
So bad.
Damn.
But after 2 weeks, I was just blown away by that. But like Deadass was talking about this nigga Ricky Bobby and shit, and that just brought that shit up, and I was like, yo, I was telling her, I was like, any dude that gets cheated on, I'm sorry, to some degree, that's your fault.
Yeah,
To
and
some
also,
degree.
To me, it's always such a like. To me, it's such an easy concept to be like, then like, oh fuck you.
Yeah.
That if anything, like that's such an easy, like clear. That's the loudest sign of like, oh, this person doesn't fuck with me.
Doesn't care at all. Like
Perfect. They couldn't have spelled it out more. You know, and it's like,
that's fucking great.
but then people end up being like,
oh, I'm so
oh
hurt.
God.
I'm so hurt.
It's like, yeah,
by
it's
it.
devastating if it was like a really long marriage and you like actually like witnessed it like but like this
That's
fucking
married,
these
bro.
other stuff, it's like you find that shit out. It's just like, thanks for you should have showed me earlier.
Earlier.
But
yeah.
I'm glad now that I know.
Yeah,
Like,
like to be
Like, what?
110% honest, it's like, bro, that's not something that should really like make you sad unless you've known this person for like fucking 3-4 years type shit, and y'all have been together and y'all got some like priors and y'all got some shit going on. That shouldn't be crippling by any means.
No.
If it's like, oh, I know this person for like fucking a couple months and she cheated with my friend. Well, first off, fuck her. All right, that's
Go
cool.
handle your friend, dog.
You don't even need to handle your friend. Just cut the nigga off. Be like, yeah, you're a slime ball. I'm out of here. I'm about to say,
Yeah,
and
that's the better way to go about things.
and that's that, bro. You shouldn't be over there like it shouldn't be lingering to the point where you're telling your next female or your not next female, just like your next person, whether it's be male or female, about like, yeah, they cheated on me. If I got cheated on and I know it, I'm not telling anybody. I'm
Yeah,
keeping that
be
shit
like,
right
damn.
here. I'm keeping it right here and being like, I don't know. We just went our separate ways, and I always
would
broke
if
up with
someone
her first.
asked, but I'd never be like, "Hey," to kick this conversation off.
Bro, it's just 2 weeks in.
I'm gonna
this
let you
nigga-
know about this.
2 weeks in, he done ran a whole like she met his mom, his dad, his brothers and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, this nigga crazy, girl. You gotta run.
Yeah, the
Get out of there.
flowers is always the mark.
Yeah, bro. If you
You ever
pull up
get
with
flowers?
flowers on the first date, that's
Bro.
OC. A black truck and then taking it out somewhere nice, that's cool. Pulling up with flowers to her crib
Mm-hmm.
on the first date? Nah. No. You gotta have something, bro. Like, because then where you going from there? Where are you going from there? It's all downhill from there.
Yeah,
It's all downhill.
man, it's downhill.
It's all downhill
It's
from there,
real
bro.
downhill.
You can't show up giving everything
And
you
then
got
the
on the
rule
first date.
set that was invoked.
Bro, you started off super, super high. You either got to maintain that super, super high shit or it's going downhill,
No, but
bro.
I'm saying immediately after he's like, "Here are the rules."
Bro, yeah. And then he was like, this is what it is dating me. And it's like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah, you're crazy. No, and then this nigga too, like, I'm telling all of this man's business. Y'all don't know who it is. I don't even know who it is. But like, this nigga dead at 25 already filed for bankruptcy. I asked her, I was like, yo, what the fuck are you finding these gutterball niggas? Like, where are these people at?
That's tough,
That
man.
shit
He's in a
fun?
tough spot. Shout out this man, wherever you at. You are in a tough spot.
Going through it, bro.
Damn, I do not want to be in your shoes.
Not at all.
Cause what?
Bankrupt
And
at 25.
bankrupt and acting a fool.
At 25.
Bankrupt and acting a fool. That's a bad time in your
Oh,
life.
see shit. Y'all
Don't sleep during this period of your life.
No, you gotta go, bro.
Do not get a lick of sleep.
Don't
you need
do
to
it.
forget all about this shit.
Forget everything, man.
Yeah, well, the Havii method.
Yeah, you use my method, guys.
If you're being a gutterball piece of shit lately and you just want to forget about all of it, stop sleeping.
I'm about to say, use my method, guys. That's not why I use it, but like it'll definitely work for you. If you don't want to remember your week, just stay up for a couple days, and it'll all just drift to the recesses of your memory, guys. But yeah, I just felt like that was something I should share, because it was. She spent like an hour and a half telling me that, and I was just like, I was in and out of the conversation for sure, but like the parts that I was in for, I was like, what the fuck is going on? She was reading me his paragraphs and shit, and I was like, that's when I tuned out, because I was like, I can't. I have secondhand embarrassment for you, bro.
Yeah, and people wonder why I text just like yeah or like yes or
just
like
don't.
no.
I just don't text.
Because that's all fucking being looked at all the time.
I'll tell a female like straight up, like I am not good at texting, even though I'm an immaculate texter. But you don't need to know that, like, because for these first couple of ends, I'm not giving you all of that.
I gotta warn them, because otherwise they think I'm just the biggest tool.
Nah.
I have to warn them, like, hey, look, I probably will never respond to you.
Communication is key, bro.
And so, like, I just tell them up front, I'm like, you gotta call me if you want, like, if you need an answer. Like, just call me. Sure enough, a couple months in, they're like, you weren't lying. I'm like, I wasn't lying. Like, I'm not. Because those first couple months, they literally think I'm, like, doing, like, a game.
Yeah.
And then after a while, like, it's not a game. And then they meet my family. They're like, hey, he don't talk. Like,
Nah, it's not.
and then
texting,
you
bro.
finally fucking realize, oh, and it's like, yeah, I have to fucking let people know that.
Well, it's just in general. You don't ever want to give like too much on the forefront, and I feel like that's with anything, bro.
I can't
like,
read them. Also, I don't read words. I read body language and tone of voice.
Well,
You could speak in a different language to me, and I'd know better than a text.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially if you don't like know the person too, like super well, like you just met this person and then like they're texting you. Like I have a pretty good read on text messages and like what's being conveyed in them and shit. But like at the same fucking time, it's like I don't like being called out of the blue like a lot because I'm busy, I'm doing shit, and then on top of that too, I don't like just texting 24/7 because then it feels so mundane and it's like But at the same time, I feel like people expect you to answer their text messages like this nowadays. Like it's almost like instant gratification. Like what's too long to like respond? And you may not be the right person to ask this because you be taking days. But like, what's like too long? Like if this was like if you're just going from somebody else's perspective, what would you feel like is too long for somebody to like answer a text message?
That's my biggest problem in the world because I have no idea what the urgency is.
I'm saying
There's no attachment that says, hey, this is kind of urgent.
yeah.
It's literally just like, it's either like, I don't know. It's like, hey, I just wanted you to see this. You don't even have to reply. Or is it like, if you don't reply to this, I'm going to start being upset. I have no clue.
That's not even conveyed.
When
in a
someone
text
calls
message.
you, I'm just like, oh, they want to talk to me. So then any sort of text, I'm literally like, a text just has to be address, time, a meeting, subject. That's it. Anything beyond that, I don't know what y'all are saying.
But then like with the whole calling shit too, bro, don't you just feel like calling can get excessive though? Because, you know, females love to, like, call and just, like, sit on the fucking phone, bro. And that's nothing against that. Like, if you got a girl, bro, and you just want to sit there and talk to her, that's cool. Personally, I just be having shit to do. And I just can't. I'm decent at multitasking, but at the same time, I'm not. You know? And so, like, trying to listen to somebody and do the things that I'm doing, too, at the same time, I'm going to miss something. Either I'm going to tune you out, and you're going to be like, this nigga's not listening to me. Or I'm going to mess up doing what I'm doing, and then I'm going to be like, I got to hang up the phone now because, like, you're fucking with my flow.
Yeah, don't let women vent. That's a rule.
I love, like, so with my female friends, I will let them get it off their chest. I'm like, yo, talk to me about it. We can hear it. It's cool. I'll carve out that time. That's cool. But if you're just calling me out of the blue, no forward, like, hey, can you talk for a second? Hey, did you just call me? And then you just want to stay on the phone for like 2 hours, bro? I'm not going.
Wrong person.
Can't do it.
That's what I say.
Can't do it, bro. I can't do it. And like, it's not, I won't even be like wrong person. It's just like, you gotta know, like, I'm doing shit, gang.
Oh, that's what I be saying. I'm like,
Doing
no,
shit,
I don't
gang.
like, no, like. I always go like, wait, what's going on?
Or like try to
And
sum
then
it
they're
up
like,
real
well,
fast.
and I'm like, well, what's the issue? What's the problem? And then they're like, and I'm like, yeah. You just do that enough times, they don't hit you with it.
And like, see, but that's the thing. I don't mind getting hit with it. It's just like,
I mind getting hit with
sum
it.
it the fuck up. Like, sum it up. What are we doing? All right. Is this something? And I'll ask them too. I'm like, is this something you just want to vent about, or do you want a solution? I ask that all the time.
Oh, well, so then, my back end to this is then, if we're in person and you want to carve that out, you communicate it and then you carve it out. And I'll listen then. I ain't listening when I'm doing other shit.
No.
Unless we got a problem.
No.
If there's a problem, yeah, you can pull me away. If there's no problem, what are you doing?
Oh, that's the text. The text message comes through, and it's like, hey, you got a second to talk? If I'm doing some shit, no.
Yeah.
If I'm in need of a break in doing my shit, then yeah, of course.
Well, no, I'm only saying this for when like they actually do call you and you're doing stuff, because I've had that so many times, and I just have to be like,
that shit just it gets fucking.
Nah.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like hobbies and shit. I'll just be like out doing whatever I'm doing. I'm just like, what? No.
Well, no, that's because that's your time to like really relax and like unwind your mind and shit too, and you don't want somebody trauma dumping on you. It's just so many.
But they'll
people,
do it if you let them. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point.
So many people try to like trauma bond and like just fucking. Here's my pain and here's what I'm going through and here's what I'm like. And honestly, some people just aren't built for that shit. Like, they're not built as nets and catches for other individuals' trauma. Some people are. Some people are very good at just being like, oh yeah, I'm present and I'm here for you. I'm here to talk it out with you and all of that shit. And then some people are just like, yo, sum it up in like fucking 15 minutes, sum it up, get it off your chest, and let's keep it pushing. Do you want a solution or do you want to vent? If you want to vent, you got 30 minutes. Go.
Yeah.
If you want a solution, give me 10, and I will give that to you, and then we're parting ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not built to be on the phone for like fucking 4 hours. Because like literally, I'll start thinking about being on the phone while I'm on the phone. Like I'll start thinking about it. I'm like, why is this person talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds so bad, but that's where it goes.
I be saying it out loud.
Yeah.
Like, why are you talking to me?
The savagery.
It's true. I just don't even want to play with them. But to add to your point, they just need to drop the fucking first word of that.
What's up?
Trauma bond.
Bond?
Yeah, just bond. They want to attach their trauma, which means past events, they want to match up past events in order to bond. Drop the past events, present or future, and then just bond. Because otherwise, you're just gonna end up just being surrounded by a bunch of damaged fucking people who don't want to progress.
Gross. Ew.
Because everyone's got a trauma.
Everybody's going through something, bro.
But I want to switch more to people who are like, okay, like maybe if that comes up very specifically, and then I can tell the story of this traumatic event, then it'll happen. But we're not gonna do this whole like, here's my entire rap sheet, and let me hear your rap sheet, and let's see what matches up. Let's see who had it worse. It's like, no.
Like
Who gives a fuck?
I'm very good about like listening to people and then giving them small like tidbits of shit. Like I'll have plenty of people that want to either bond or trauma bond or whatever it is, and they'll give me their whole life spiel, and they're like waiting for me to say something to them, and I give them like the smallest, like most vague shit, and they're like, oh, and that like compiles over time, and eventually I end up learning everything about this person, and they know like the smallest fraction.
Yeah.
And they realize, and they're like, damn, you know everything about me, and I know nothing about you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, like that's how it works. You don't tell everybody all of your business. Some things are just supposed to be kept close to the chest, bro. Like,
and I love just rocking people's worlds with like, they'll be like, and this happened, and then I'll be like, yeah, this happened, and notice how I'm not in fucking tears,
tweaked out about it.
You notice how like I don't really give a fuck, and then they're like, and it's like,
bro,
yeah, chill.
It's life, dude.
Who
something
cares?
happens to everybody, bro.
Also, the human brain processes your worst event as your worst event, no matter what the event is.
All right, what?
So, say you had a really cushy lifestyle, very, very cushy, but something did happen along the way, but it's very like minute to us. That when their brain thinking about that thought only has the ability to think of that as the worst thing that it's gone through.
Right.
But it still is to the brain just as much the worst thing that thing has experienced as anyone else who's had worse trauma.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So it's just like
everyone
that's where they like, everyone has that.
Yes.
But it's like, so you don't have to
go
around and just be like,
you can deal with it the same.
Look.
You can deal with it the same way. Your worst event, bro, like the worst thing that's happened to somebody, you can maybe not deal with it in the same like physical manner, but you can deal with it in the same like you can take the same mentality to it that somebody else has taken to an event way worse and work through it. You can take that and apply it, bro, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Get it off your chest, move through it,
and
don't
be
good,
live
bro.
in it, and don't make that your fucking presentation upon meeting someone.
Oh my gosh, no, dude. That's such a bad, like, first impressions matter so heavy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I know.
They matter so heavy.
And yet people are just like, I have had this, and it's
bro,
like, holy shit.
There was another female friend that was talking about like her dating experience out here, and like first, this is just going off of first impression. Like the first impression, dude like pulled up. He was decent. He was cool. They went out. Nigga just like straight grabbed a titty. Like first time they've ever hung out. Nigga had her at a bar, was trying to feed her drinks. Straight grabbed a titty. And she was just like, you what? What is going on? He was like, yeah, we're going back to my place. And she was like, no, I'm not. And he was like, yeah, we're going back to my place. Drink some more, babe. We're going back to my place. And she was like, no, I'm not. I'm leaving, actually. And like I just don't understand like how like is our first impressions of fucking lost art. Do people just forget that like we are visual creatures. The first thing that somebody sees and what you present first and foremost, that's gonna be what sticks into their head, and that's how they're gonna perceive the reality around you. Like that's the perception. Perception matters, bro.
That man's just gone.
I'm just saying, bro. That's not just a singular person. You got a lot of dudes out here
I know.
that do that weird shit.
That's why I don't miss, but I feel like I'd miss the tribal days. Because you'd get these guys, and then some weird shit would happen. You go, okay. And you'd be like, hey, Dale, come here. He'd be like, what's up? It's like, hey, why don't you go grab one of those fucking husks of corn? We're going to roast it tonight. He's like, you got it. Right when he goes to fucking grab it, you just pop him in the back of the head.
All right. Ricky diverted to murder.
No, and then there's 8 other guys around you, and they're the council, and they're like, yeah, he was fucking being weird as shit. You do it with pedophiles and whatnot. Because you'd get them. You'd have them. And then you just walk them around. You walk them to the field. You pop them in the head. With whatever tool. I guarantee you go back to fucking caveman days. It was just like, hey.
Gosh,
and they'd
bro.
invite him over and just smash him with a rock and be
Oh,
like,
my
thank
fucking
God we
God.
got rid of that weasel.
I don't know, bro. Back in the day, like they like
But now there's too many of them. We're not popping them in the fields anymore.
Just now, I just feel like men have lost like a certain degree of impression, bro.
What if we just
females
like?
too?
I
Females
have a
too.
phenomenal idea.
Huh?
There's a huge police brutality problem, right?
Right?
They clearly want to like. They want to.
They want to get after it.
They want to get after it, right?
Yeah.
What if we put in legislation, we open up the floodgates to turn up the violence and like kill ratio on like sexual assaults and predators of children,
You wouldn't have no more predators, bro. Like,
and be like, hey, if you guys just like chill with like the racist thing, we'll let you
just kill these
go
fucking
hog wild.
fucking pedophiles.
Yeah, just
and
pull them over, and they're like, "Hey, you're on this fucking app, aren't you?" And he's
Registry.
like, "Yeah, but I don't." And pop, 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 pop.
done. Just gone.
All on camera.
He said, "Oh, he was reaching for a weapon."
All on camera. No, they don't. Who cares?
no, man.
Who cares?
Damn.
Who gives a fuck?
Fuck it.
That's how we used to do it.
Is this confirmed?
It's lining up logically.
All right. Yeah.
It's what we used to do. We need to bring it back.
I just want to know if there's like reading and studies on this, because like, damn, if that's how they was dealing with well, back in the day.
Think about it though. If you're
bro.
dealing with a dude in your tribe, and like one dude just started acting a fool,
I feel like that'd be like
you wouldn't
contingent-
counsel him.
That'd be like contingent upon like if that dude was, if that was like your family or some shit, or like somebody
You'd
that you
probably
knew.
still have to do that to family.
That was like a close like relative. No. Like if that dude was like messing with like your family or like your immediate circle type shit, I feel like that would be, yeah, go get him.
But your community would be so tight back
just-
then that even if it was like someone else's family, it felt like your family.
Well, I just feel like back in the day, and this is gonna sound really fucked up, like we didn't have the same enforcement of laws that we do now.
So it
and,
was
like,
the group.
So I just feel like dudes that was doing weird shit would just get away with that weird shit.
No, they would just get fucking killed.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
In like every
So-
tribal setting,
Yeah.
they'll have a fucking weird one. They just kill them.
Okay. Or they let him go like hunt the saber-tooth and he just gets eaten.
Well, that's way better.
I don't know. Either way.
See, if you were in my tribe, I'd say, hey, that's a better idea than mine. So then we'd have him go on the hunt.
And just go hunt the saber-tooth.
Little do we know he's got psychopath in him. He came back. He's like, I killed him. We're like,
fuck, we got to kill this nigga.
I'm like, I know.
I just feel like those people back in the day were getting away with some heinous shit. Just some dirty, heinous stuff. Because we still have people nowadays that are. And back then, we didn't have the same enforcement.
Well, yeah, they're
Or,
getting
like,
away with certain
levels
stuff. But I'm
call.
saying, like, saying that scenario that you just described.
Yeah, strange.
And
Where
then she
dude
comes back and
grabbed
is
on
like,
girl,
yeah.
groped her up.
And she's like, hey, he was trying to get me all fucked up on ayahuasca. Or like whatever fucking weird peyote they were fucking doing. He's like, have more peyote.
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes back, you just grab my tit. We'd be like, oh, okay, word. We're going to eat him tonight.
Right. We went from killing them to just munching them now. All right. Ricky's a cannibal, guys, apparently.
Back in the day.
You think they was eating each other back in the day?
Yeah.
No way. That's disgusting.
Yeah, dude.
No. We got studies on this. I'm gonna have to see some shit.
There's enough people floating around.
I know cannibal like tribes back in the day. You had like cannibal tribes and stuff like up in the mountains. Niggas were straight munching on people. If you got in like a bad scenario,
I wouldn't
you'd eat
be
a
like
person.
hunting. Oh yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Maybe I come from that.
Cannibals.
The cannibal tribes.
You come from the cannibal tribes.
Yeah, but you have to like wrong me. It's not like I'm itching for that
No,
fucking meat.
The cannibal tribes was itching for the fucking human food.
That's
looking to
fucked up.
Munch, bro.
I don't want to hunt that as like my main source.
They was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where I differentiate myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my line in the
hard
sand is.
line. It's a boundary.
Whoa.
It's a boundary right there. He
Guys.
said, guys, we're eating people now.
I'm not gonna go to
Come on.
Cabela's and start shopping for people,
He said, I'm looking
hunting
for,
gear.
I'm looking for somebody. I need all the arrows that you got.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I feel like you still have people out there that like cannibalize folk. We just haven't like necessarily came up like across them yet. Like some of those
Yeah.
tribes that are deep in like the forest and
No,
shit.
just real wealthy people.
Oh, that's disgusting, bro.
Yeah,
Just eating people.
munching them.
Could you imagine like you
That's
getting,
for sure going on.
could you imagine like you go to, you know, like this real wealthy like party, right? It's like a fucking on an island, like somebody's island they've acquired and shit, and you're going there. They come out serving dinner and shit, and you're munching. It's some of the best food you ever eat, and you're like, oh man, this shit's so good. And then like the chef pops out and he's just like, yeah, so now that you've enjoyed your appetizer and your main course, I'd like to tell you the ingredients of what we've put together. For the appetizer, we had child leg, cut up nice, formulated into chicken wings. Very, very delectable on the palate. For your main course, that was human heart, sliced thinly with a radish and you know, some arugula and a nice cream sauce. What would you do? What'd you do?
Is it gluten free?
Ricky fits right in with the elitist guys. He would eat the human meat. Pause. He would do it though.
Not the island human meat.
He would do it.
Damn.
He would do it. The thinly sliced human heart. Sounds good. Ricky wants
The
to
child
try.
leg would be a no. I'm like, we can't do this.
But you didn't know though.
He said it in his presentation.
You ate it.
Well,
You
yeah.
already ate it. And then
I'm not
what
gonna
would
have
you do?
more.
Would you just like freak out and be like, "Oh my
I would.
gosh."
I'd be like, yeah. I'd be real upset about the baby to the point to where I'd kill someone. But to the human heart, I just have questions.
What would the questions be?
Who was it? Did they do anything to deserve this?
No, they just have a stable of people, just like you have a stable of cows. They just keep them on the island. And
How's their
they're-
life? Are they free range?
I mean, they're living pretty good, bro. Like, you know, it's not gamey.
Organic?
It's not gamey.
What are they being fed?
Whatever they want, whatever you want to eat.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. This dude's rich, bro. Like he's very wealthy. So
Is
he
it
just-
consensual though?
No, it's not. They just think that you're next. Why do you think you're on the island? You're next.
Well, now that changes things.
I'm just saying.
Now, if I say I've got a real hankering for this, then they go, all right, join us. Now I'm the mole.
Right. So you just play with it all the way through. You.
Oh my God, bro.
Man. You just play into it, then, yeah. You just play into it and
Yeah, I
be like,
play
"This is my
into
role."
it. And then up until the point where I had enough power to just start taking everyone out. And that, well, it would have to be a real difficult task because I need to be able to get off this island.
Yeah, I mean, yes,
So,
you'd have to in some way, shape, form,
Yeah.
or fashion. Yeah, I just wouldn't be on the island personally. I think those island parties are very. I think this actually happens in some places. To be honest with you,
it does. That's
there's
the whole reason
there's no
for an
legal
island.
there's no legal bounds on these fucking islands. There's no everything is private. It's private. Law enforcement is private. Everything else. So like, who knows what the fuck be going on some of these shits? Y'all know about the Epstein Island? Y'all know that shit.
There's
Shit.
so many
OC,
other
bro.
islands.
So
doing
many.
So many weirder
So many
things.
billionaires that we don't even know about, bro.
Yeah, you don't, because you're not supposed to.
That's just fucking OC, man. So many people.
Mm-hmm.
This has happened, I swear. I feel like somebody made a movie about this. The Chef.
That one was phenomenal.
The Chef. That was a good movie. That was a
Mhm.
really good movie. It was kind of along the same lines as this.
Yeah.
I just don't think that he was eating people. I think he was just, they were like killing. They were just crazy. I don't really remember all the ins and outs of that movie.
I would have just killed the chef. I remember watching that and just being like, all right, I would
take
just
him out.
gotta kill the chef. Let them all kill me and it'd just be a...
Have you seen that movie? I forget what it's called, but it's the one where there's like levels. There's levels, and
No, but I know about it.
they'll like bring the food down to the very first level, and it's like this whole plate, and then it comes down, and like literally as it trickles down, you just end up with like the scraps, and like they had to fight their way to the top, and like they killed all the people and shit.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that one?
No, but that's just an exaggerated capitalism movie. Just like, look at how fucking cruel this is. Meanwhile, I'd be there going like, I'm getting to the top.
Yeah, you gotta get to the top. Bro. That just motivated me to be like, oh, this is life. You gotta climb to the top, and if you don't climb to the top, you're gonna die. That's why I don't sleep. To bring it off full circle.
Man.
That's why I don't sleep.
Man. That's good.
To bring it all the way back around. That's why.
That's an exceptional callback.
I just took you on a journey that like through the mind of a maniac.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, bro. I don't know. Strange stuff be going on in the world, man. I feel like they have that somewhere.
That island.
Nah, like, I mean, yeah, that island for sure. But just like the whole spect of like, because every movie has a level of like realism to it.
Oh, like they have the levels thing?
Bro, every movie has a level of realism to it.
That one doesn't.
These ideas just don't come up. They're formulated through what if, and then somebody's crazy enough to be like, what if? What if?
That's not the most fun you could have with a bunch of people you got kidnapped, though. Yeah,
like, think about Hunger
Games.
Games.
Want to think about it? No,
Think
but
about
it's
Hunger
more
Games,
like
you're just betting on who's gonna win.
it's like, why the fuck am I getting contractors here to build these fucking levels? Why don't I just take them to my dungeon, torture them? If we're gonna fucking torture them, make them like eat and fight for the best stuff, like.
I don't know. It's not even torture. That's just like survival of the fittest. It's just, you know, the elitists are up there betting on. I got Big Joe for 100 mil. He's gonna make it work. And you got another like, little Steinberg person over there. It's like, yeah, I got little Ricky over here, 200 mil. I know he's gonna do it. He's gonna eat Big Joe. Like, oh shit.
He's gonna get a power up.
He's gonna eat Big Joe, and then that's that. I'm about to say, I feel like eating like human like flesh and shit would have a very bad effect on you, like as a person. I feel like it fucks your mind up. Like if you know and you're just out there like cannibalizing like raw human flesh, it's like,
why would you not cook it?
I don't know. Like some people be biting into like, I don't know,
if
man.
you're just biting into a deer, that's like the same thing of like fucked up.
I just don't feel like it is. You know? Like humans are different. Like our biology's different. Like our meat, our flesh is not made to be eaten.
Damn. Damn.
We gotta get up this meat topic, man.
Whoa.
Oh no. Somebody eating that damn meat, I tell you now. Somebody's eating it. It's not gonna be me.
No.
I know plenty of folk that would love to get down though. Yeah. It's sidebarring. I was trying to throw a lob to like, never mind. Anyways. You don't think so though? Like you don't think that like cannibals, like it makes your brain like fucked up. You don't think that it would like make you like lose some shit? Like you lose it, I feel like.
Why?
I don't know. Toxins, I don't know.
You think you're thinking about when people eat monkeys? And they
I've
eat
never heard of
monkey
that.
Brains.
I've never heard of
specifically.
that.
Yeah, people eat monkeys everywhere.
That's disgusting.
But just adds to my point. You'd be all right.
So disgusting.
And it's just gonna taste like pork.
Ugh. Humans taste like pork? Why do you know that?
Omnivorous creatures. Every cannibal says we're long pig.
We're long pig.
Long pig.
That's so bad.
Like a gamier.
So you're telling me you cut up somebody, you fry them up,
You can make carnitas, son.
You're getting some fucking some good thigh meat.
Dude, if you have fucking carnitas with human meat.
Ricky's a freak, guys. He's over here talking about eating carnitas as ew. No, human carnitas.
Human carnitas.
That's not it.
No.
That's gonna be the title.
Yeah,
of
it
this
goes
episode.
against every. You're not getting into heaven, but
yeah, probably not.
But you survive another day.
But you live.
You live.
You lived.
And that's probably the difference between my ancestors and like other people's. The other people's were like, we're gonna start eating the grass and the leaves, and I was like, yeah, me too.
There's like so much other shit to eat. I feel like, unless there's not.
Yeah, unless there's not.
Damn, unless there's not.
You want to know a crazy story that just popped in my head? It's been on like every fucking TikTok thing, but I knew about it before.
What?
When I think it was World War II, Japan had island hop to a certain island in like the Philippines.
Yeah.
And so since they were all like camped out there, they like hunted and killed off like all the deer and all the rabbits and everything.
Okay.
There's a ton of crocodiles on the island. So when they eliminated their food source, they all just went dormant, which just means like just a hibernation. They all just sit there. They just like, they slow everything down. Yep. Nothing. They're just logs. World War II finally causes the Japan to like retreat and like lose. They storm the island, surround the island, and push them into the areas with all the crocodiles. Wakes them all up. They're the hungriest that they've ever been. They eat like roughly 1,000 people. And like every scream just makes them just like, and they all just keep munching everyone. Everyone got ate.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's definitely using your environment to your advantage.
They didn't even know what they were doing.
Somebody knew.
They just walked them in and said, "Oh shit!
Oh damn, feeding frenzy! Whoa, that worked out so well. That worked out so well. Did you? I know you probably seen this like Instagram or like TikTok, where like the dude's camping. I don't know where the fuck he's at, but dude's just out there camping and like he's in a tent, like the wind's blowing heavy. This nigga opens up the tent, has his phone out, and it's just lines and rows of like alligators, like crocodiles, like all you can see like where like the light stops shining, you can still see their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would you do in that situation? Like, they're literally up on the tent too at this point.
I know the exact video, and since I know the video, I would just move out slowly because they're gators. Crocodiles, you're kind of fucked. You'd still have to go slow. Just not ignite them.
You don't think that like they're already ignited because they pulled up in that much force?
No, they're just there. They're there, and the problem is they're like crocodiles and alligators are like rat traps.
Yeah, like you touch.
And then once they all get and then they all just get going. If you're capable of kind of just looking like one of them and just kind of moving without fucking with them, you could get out of there. But then the second you like lean over, and like
it's a wrap.
Then he
Arms
goes,
gone,
then they go, then they
legs gone,
yeah,
arms gone, head's gone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, bro, I would definitely like, and see, there's just some situations and scenarios where I'm just like, I just wouldn't be there.
Yeah, you can't be there. That's the feeling I kept feeling like in Florida. I kept getting pissed off because there was like lakes and stuff, and I was like, that's death. That's just death. And they're like, yeah, there's alligators in there. I'm like, I know.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck?
Bro, I saw, again, another fucking video of a saltwater croc. I never knew how big those animals were. Like, they're the size of a speedboat.
Yeah. And they hunt us.
They're the size of a fucking...
We are their prey.
Speedboat, bro. Like,
it's not an accident. It's not because they're hungry.
That's a dinosaur.
They look at us and they go, food.
Food, yeah. Unlike sharks or damn near any other animal, it's just... But, like, what purpose does something that fucking big have just being out here in the... And this is why people don't get in the fucking water. Like, why is it there? What is it doing? What are you here for? Like, you literally provide the ecosystem with nothing. You're just big as shit here and mad. And, like, I want to eat. I'm hungry. It's like, for what? We're so lucky that, like, fucking crocodiles, alligators, and shit don't have, like, the same legs as, like, a fucking cheetah or, like, a lion. Can you imagine that shit? That is OC as shit.
You know, you want to know a creepy theory?
What's the creepy theory?
So, in every environment, there's There's prey species, which
Mhm.
consume what?
Meat.
Damn.
What? Oh, grass and shit.
Yeah, vegetarian.
Yeah. I thought you was talking about the apex shit.
No, so all the
Yeah.
prey at the bottom, everything that's a prey animal,
Yeah, they're
eats
consuming like
vegetables.
grass,
Grass,
shit.
greenery.
Yeah. Herbivores.
In between that, you'll have omnivorous creatures.
Meat and
Us, bears. There's plenty of others. I don't need to list them. And then there's the apex predators,
yeah,
which
just
are
eat
all
straight meat.
carnivorous.
Yeah,
they
they
just eat meat.
Yep.
And they are at the top of the food chain
Mhm.
in all areas. We are the dominant species on this planet,
Okay.
but we're omnivorous,
Yeah.
giving the likelihood that we must have had throughout our existence an apex predator above us,
Yeah. We killed them off.
which would line up with a lot of the folklore and things about vampires. Something that moves at an accelerated speed. It's smarter than us because it hunts us.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be technically smarter than us. And I forget if it's like a theory or if like a guy's just writing a book, but it's really fucking cool to think about. But he claims that they had dual, not personalities, but dual like perspectives. So that like we have one mind, they had like two conscious minds that they could like use in tangent to like problem solve. And they saw in both vertical and horizontal like at the same time, so that they were able to like see and move like better. They had like heightened senses.
Yeah.
But then along came the right angle, which was invented by man. The right angle, when shown through like that degree setting, in the theory or whatever, would send them into like a seizure.
So like the L, like just a right angle.
Any right angle.
Yeah.
What would also have a right angle? A cross.
Yeah.
You'd hold up the cross.
Actually, that's 4 of them.
So then in all folklore, you'd hold up the cross, and that would just send them
Yeah.
into like they completely tweak out because it would just fuck with their whole input. That's the theory. Vampires were real.
Definitely an interesting theory. Then, so when they was turning us and shit, it was just to like prolong their species type shit.
No, that doesn't exist within that theory. They're just entirely other species of humanoid that is just purely the predator over everything else.
Maybe. This is just me thinking. Maybe individuals that have that heightened ability to just be up, because these animals are nocturnal. Maybe these people that just have the ability to be up, ready to go, move at a different pace, move at a different speed, descendants of these creatures that you're talking about.
Perhaps. And that may be why you keep mentioning human meat.
Oh shit.
I think we solved it. What are we at time-wise?
Could be.
Damn it. We're almost at an hour.
We could be, honestly. That very well could be a thing. At the same time, though, too, that would also explain my inability to sleep. And when I do sleep, I feel worse, not better. Could explain it. I'm telling you, when I die, somebody gonna do some studies.
It'll be like his body was riddled with cortisol from lack of sleep.
He's a different breed.
He then felt that cortisol through his adrenaline, perceived the adrenaline as a boost in his productivity.
He has low myostatin. His body actually functions better with no sleep.
Oh, man.
He's different than other people. If we can harness whatever he had going on and inject it,
Jesus.
we'll never need to sleep again. And then they're just going to create a whole new wave of those, whatever they're called. Maybe I'm the starting point. You ever think about that?
No, not yet.
Well, here it is. The more you know.
The more you know. I know.
Let's not let the FBI or the government get a hold of these podcasts, because I may come up missing, man. I know too much.
FBI, CIA, all of them reaching out.
Don't come find me. I swear, with all the unsolicited calls that I be getting, somebody's out there trying to find me. I be getting so many just random calls. And then, like, I'll just pick up one on, like, an off chance. I never do. But, like, off chance that I do, I'll pick up one, pure static, Nobody's there. I'm just not even like saying anything. I'm just sitting there. They're sitting there. And like we both have a realization that they know. And I hang up the phone real fast. And I'm like, oh shit. They're tracking me.
I have to answer all them damn fucking phone calls.
Yeah, you're a business owner, man. Good luck.
I'd like to tell you about my proposal. I'm like, you motherfucker. I went through ignoring them to getting mad to I'm back to ignoring them. I'll probably get mad again soon.
Yeah,
they all want something.
You can't get mad at them, man. Like
Yeah,
they want your money. That's what they want. They want your money. It just comes with the game. I feel like once you cross over in like the business world, I feel
calling
like
from Google.
Well, that's also
I'm
why
like,
you have
no,
to have
you're
two phones,
not.
bro. You gotta have two phones and different numbers. Like I have a phone that's strictly for my mom's. I got a phone like for all like my business shit. I handle all of that on Google Voice, and then I have like 15 to 20 people in my phone that can contact me readily. Everybody else on my phone muted or blocked, and I have a lot of numbers in that joint.
Yep.
So it's really whatever works for you. But like for you,
second one.
get a second phone.
Yeah.
That'd be my advice. Get a second fucking phone, and then you don't have to deal with the weird Egypt numbers.
Yes.
Egypt be calling. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Cairo be calling.
They be calling from fucking area codes around here. And I'm like, you're not there.
That's kind of like suspect though, bro.
They have the area codes.
That's suspect as shit.
And so I answer them and I'm just like, oh, you fuckers.
Call masking was the worst thing that ever happened to the human population. It's the worst fucking thing. Call masking is so fucked up where you can just like take your phone, hide it as another phone number, and then just like get in there. It's fucked up, bro. Look, bro, this has made, relationships worse. It's made, unsolicited calls worse. It's bad business, man.
Be who you are.
I'm about to say just be you. Word of the day, advice of the day, just be yourself, man.
To bring it all full circle, today's episode is about being yourself. Be yourself. Back outside.
Today's episode
That's going to be my mantra this weekend when I'm just tagging all these big booty bitches.
I have hope for you, bro. I have hope. I'm throwing it your way, man. I'm throwing the hope. You feel the energy, the positive energy. This episode is going to be titled Human Carnitas. That's what I'm going to title this one, guys. And this is episode whatever you guys see on your screen. I don't know where we are time-wise, but I really don't give a fuck. So, back outside. We'll see you guys next week.
Body on body, baby, know she fine. She get naughty, no stopping like hit it up. Shake that shit on me.